How to have a maximum impact in the remedial measure. See, whenever you do remedial measure, the energy will start shifting. The energy will start changing across. You have to accept it. Now, when you are doing remedial measure, there will be a lot of karmic churning which will be happening across. The karma will get steered to clear the impact of the past life karma. The problem with that entire thing is people don't want to change. They don't want to bring in the change. If you don't bring in the changes in the remedial measure, when you do the remedial measure, the impact is going to be slow. The impact is not going to be fast. Whenever you do the remedial measure across, it will have tremendous amount of changes which will be bringing in. The changes can be small or big. It can be suggested by you. You can intuitively feel it, or it can be coming from outside. I know a person whom I told, please change your cell phone across. He told me, my wife was going on telling me to change my cell phone. I never took it very seriously across. Actually, I should have changed the cell phone a long back. So the point is, try to look into your life and see what all the things you should be willing to change. This is a very, very important attitude with the remedial measure. If you are not willing to change, if you are not willing to move away from the old things, the new pattern is not going to happen. So this is a very important thing. What are the changes has to be brought in? Throw away a lot of old things. This is the first change. Align the objects into your life across. Now, when you are doing remedial measure, throw away old objects, throw away objects which are not useful to you, which are not helpful to you, which are not fresh, which are not working. I know people who don't throw fans, who don't throw newspaper, who don't throw clocks, who don't throw cell phone. This kind of drags your energy down. So be willing to change the object. Throw away 20 or 30 old objects and it will help you to become lighter. The denseness in the energy will go down and you will be able to feel much better about it. Change of people. Now you might get associated with certain people who might not be lucky to you, who might be having a difficult time with them. I know somebody who had a difficult time and he got associated with the North Indian people. I told, whenever you have a difficult time, you will get associated with the North Indian people across. Try to move away about it. He said, no, it is my friends and all that. But actually, he started looking at it and he told me, yeah, you're correct. Actually, I am having a very, very difficult time across. The moment I got associated with 2-3 of my people, I should be willing to let go. Even my father called me and told me maybe these alignments are not there. I used to think it is maybe because of my thinking, maybe because of my negative thinking. Why should I blame about it as a person? He just was willing to cut off the relationship. The moment he cut off the relationship across, he started noticing lot of new links started happening. Lot of new people started coming out across. So remedial measure will make the changes with the people across. Then the third thing is place change will be there. Now there was a guy who was not married. And I told him, please change your place. You are in the wrong alignment of the place across. you are having problem with the place across. He told, no, it's my ancestral property, I don't want to grow this thing, and he told it out across, and he was still stuck up across. He was not married across. I told one lady, your house is the problem, be willing to vacate the house, be willing to relocate the house, it will have a huge impact. And she found it so difficult to let go of the house. Many people have the Chetram as a misalignment into their real life. Now, either the Chetram has to be changed, or you need to do the re-inauguration puja of the particular Chetra. You need to call the priest, you need to do the re-inauguration puja. We have done for many people. There was a guy who was doing partnership business across. He was having a bad time with the partner. I told him to let go of the partner. He let go of the partner. He got a new took a new place. I told him, you start in a good time, you do the ritual and you start in a good time, you invoke the divine energy and alignment, and it will have a positive impact into your life across. And he started, he hesitated. His parents came in, they picked up the correct muhurta, they asked our priest to come, and we did the ritual. His father came back, and 2 days he came and said to me, wow, what an impact it has had. The guy is doing well in business. The guy is actually doing well. So please understand that change of objects, change of people, and the change of alignment is very, very important as far as the business is concerned. This is a very, very important idea as far as the remedial measure are concerned. Some people change their clothes, some people change their hairstyle, some people change their vehicle, whatever it is, bring the changes. Now, there was a guy who came to me and who had a lot of difference of opinion with his daughter-in-law. I told him, just be quiet. He said, it's so difficult for me. I just find it very difficult. I need to express myself. I need to talk myself. I told, no, you become calm by not talking much. You just be calm. It will help you to have a better time as far as the work is concerned, as far as the relationship with the daughter-in-law is concerned. He found it very difficult, but he implemented the niyama. He found it. So basically, you need to be very, very careful about the way you communicate. Some of them do remedial measure. There is a change in the food pattern which happens across. People start leaving the non-veg food, they become very vegetarian, then they eat only very sattvic food across. So this is also the changes which has to be brought in. When you do the remedial measure, people will come and suggest you the solution, suggest you the ideas. You keep on moving across, you will hit a point where you will be able to fulfill your desire across. So please understand that remedial measure part of it is very, very important. If you don't bring in change, if you don't know how the remedial measure is going to have an impact, then you might not be very positive with the remedial measure. This is the problem with the remedial measure. Many astrologers, white-bearded, old astrologers, don't look at remedial measure as a point of change. Patanjali calls it prior chitta. Prior chitta means the reversal of chitta, the reversal of the mind, which is called as prior chitta. So that can have a very, very positive impact by doing this. The other one is the confession of the fault, which is very, very important. You confess the faults across, you ask for forgiveness, and the remedial measure starts appearing in your life across. So please understand that the remedial measure has been to bring in change, will bring in change. Allow the changes to happen. Do not try to fight and resist the change. This is one of the main reasons why the remedial measure does not produce an impact. It will produce an impact provided you are willing to change the remedial change, and it produces the impact part of it. So please understand, and that is a very, very important problem in remedial measure. People who don't want to change, people who get stuck up, people who have a wrong idea about it, is very difficult to bring in the change. Now, there was a person who had done the sex change operation. I told them no, the person will have a lot of growth in change, and luckily the person had a lot of change. So please understand, change is an important point of remedial measure. At what angle, small or big, depends on the intensity of the problem. Do bring in the change across. Thank you.